Oh, what up, fam? This your girl, Liddy Lisa, and I'm in the building. Y'all rocking with the hottest podcast that ever hit down south. Trust and believe that. And I'm rocking with my co-host. I got Queen King Kai in the building, backed up by my homegirl / co-host as well, Nikita Love. She in the building.
Hi, guys.
Y'all tuned in, y'all locked in to one of the hottest podcasts of down south. We hit y'all with some of the hottest deals, spills, chills, guest features, and hot teachers. And we in the building. We're bringing y'all all the latest topics and news that's around the urban community here today. And that's how we doing this. And Nikita, Kaya, love, how you doing today, babe? How you feeling? You glowing over there.
Really?
You are glowing.
I see clearly now.
I'm feeling your effects. Today is a fun day. Today is a fun day. Y'all know No Cap Miami. We be dead ass serious about this shit. We be dead ass serious about this shit every day, all day. Today is a relaxed day, a fun day. So we trading places today. Guess who I am? I'm giving y'all.
You see, nobody can do my job like I can.
You see what I'm saying? That's the whole point right there. That's the whole point right there. We having fun with this shit.
Well, today we're going to be having a great time, just kicking it and chilling. And
What's our topic for the day? Let them know. Nikki Love.
what's up with our youth?
What's up with the youth?
What's up with our youth? That's what we're talking about today. We're really concerned about today's society and what's going on with our children. And, we want to talk about different things that's taking place that concerns us, just our thoughts and opinions on what's up with our youth.
And you know what? I got something to say about that. I had it all together, but, my hair is like really giving me, I'm feeling my effect.
You're killing it, though. I like you in the blue.
Yeah, you feeling the cotton candy?
Yes.
Cotton candy, sweet as gold. Let me see you, Tootsie Roll.
I see you, Kai, over there with your society. What you representing over there? Kai, tell them one time what you holding down.
You already know it's your boy, Queen King Kai in the building, always holding it down for down south. We got Food Society over here one time. I'm always just chilling in the back.
I'm feeling your effect, Queen King Kai. Are you single? Let the ladies know. Ow.
I ain't with the whole relationship thing, y'all. I don't do the whole relationship thing.
You ain't with the whole relationship thing?
You polygamy, right?
Whatever that is. It could be that too.
That's an interesting question because I know Nikki Love, you're a lover of all lovers.
Well, I know Liddy Lisa be all over the place. She didn't get an opportunity to
introduce
our special guest.
I got this young blood. And I'm the cougar.
I hate her. Are you serious?
I got this young blood. I asked my young blood. I was like, "What you got me locked in?" It was like my.
I'm disturbed. Bitch. I'm feeling real disturbed right now with where this conversation is going.
I'm a student to this conversation.
Right. Anyways, we got a guest.
The youth.
Can we go ahead and introduce our special hot feature and special guest that's chiming in with us tonight? Go ahead and introduce yourself because she rocking in. She in the building with No Cap Miami, keeping it real in the county of Dade. We lit. Ain't another that can cover. I had to let Liddy Lisa out real quick, but we gonna get back on track. Go ahead and introduce yourself. We got your girl Jane Doe, not John. It's Jane. She left John at home though. Look, it's Jane in the house. Jane Doe in the house. She lit.
Yo, what's up, Miami? It's Jane Doe. I'm an artist out of Miami. Happy you guys invited me today.
And we're glad to have you.
I'm excited.
All right, we lit.
But what? Let's get into this topic, though.
What's going on with the youth?
I like that question simply because I feel like it's prevalent. We're all practically trying to raise each other kids, but I feel like the new generation is definitely different from the older generation. You feel like you can't say nothing to these to these young kids anymore. Like, you feel like you can't have any moment where you try to a correction. Because you feel like the parents are gonna get at you like, don't be talking to my kid like that. Don't be trying to tell my kid this and that.
I definitely feel like
becomes confrontational.
Truly, I definitely feel like it goes back to parenting. To a conversation that we had earlier in other episodes. I definitely feel like it goes back to parenting, because if the structure was built from and grounded from day one, then we wouldn't have any problem with our youth.
I agree. It goes back to growing up. We all heard the elders say, "Take a village to raise a child."
Yes.
A child, and as a child, you didn't comprehend that, but now being an adult, you're supposed to put away your childish things. But unfortunately, we have a lot of children raising children where they started young and they didn't really finish growing up, so they trying to outlive their young days in their adulthoods, and they're not putting away the things intended to their kids and giving them that time to be, the student. They still learning.
Babies having babies.
Yeah, and then what we have is the kids are on their own, and they wilding out, and the kids don't know proper discipline and structure that we grew up with to respect their elders. So you can't say much to these kids. Like you say, it's hard to speak up and tell them what you was taught growing up. Redirect them when you see them out of line, because you don't know if they're going to cuss you out, or their parents going to run behind them and get upset because we're forgetting, we're losing sight.
That's when you gotta go get that switch off the tree, honey. You gotta let them know. The problem is a lot of parents are their children friends.
That part,
yes.
That's real.
You gotta put down, let them know. Listen.
Are you a parent, Jane?
Yes, I'm a parent of two.
Okay.
You heard the whip. Do the whip again. That part.
I just had to put down on my daughter. I was telling Nikki I had to put down on my daughter not too long ago. She was just like, I told her to sit on the floor to eat, and she was like, you got me messed up.
They talk slick, like
just
they
like
think
that.
They think you kicking it with them. You try to have a little fun with them.
I feel like my ancestors came and just my hand just.
Keita see what I deal with every day. Keita knows I'm a mother. You have two girls or a girl, boy?
A girl and a boy.
Okay, you kind of set. But if you don't, you got room for it still.
I'm sorry, I'm Lisa. I have two girls. And I love my girls. They know how to add, count, and subtract.
Yeah,
that part, because I'm the boss and the CEO of Lisa on Knickknacks and Snacks.
They're real.
So they up on their shit.
They're real gifted. They talk crap, but they're smart.
They sure is. Because I'm their mother.
Look.
I don't play no games with them. I'm not my children's friends at all.
Lady, grab this. No, the lip off. Take the lip off.
I think that's definitely. So when she came at you, did you nip that in the bud? You handled that situation?
It was literally a reaction. Like it was like I slapped her before I even knew. I hope DCF ain't.
Look, y'all right. I think
it was one of those moments.
It
was one of those moments.
That's another thing that's going on with this world. It's like they know what the word DCF and Child Protective Services, and a lot of kids manipulate that with people disrespecting other people's privacy by recording parents in their moments. You have some stuff that's been on the media that's just out of control and should have been addressed. But you do need to respect people, because you never know what that may look like to you, what the real encounter is. And so they have taken discipline for the ones that's abused it. For parents, it made it hard to discipline your children.
I definitely agree. They turned discipline into abuse.
Yeah.
And especially they gave the kids too much rights. They like, if you hit me, I'm gonna call 911.
Agree.
They took it too far. I never forget. I was in Denny's with my cousin, and her daughter showed out, and she beat the dog shit out that little girl. And the white people was like, I'm gonna call, and she was like, this is my motherfucking child. This is my daughter. Y'all ain't. But that's what we have as African Americans and black people. We got our own form of discipline. White America can have their own form of discipline. What works for us don't work for y'all.
I feel like there definitely needs to be a combination of two. I feel like every instant doesn't need for you to have to put your hands on your child. I feel like also what's missing from the home is just that time that you're spending with your kids.
Patience.
A lot of people aren't spending enough time with their children and letting social media and other things raise them. So then when you start to step in and try to say something to your kid.
Can I decline? Because sometimes parents struggle with too much time and they don't get enough time to themselves too. So in that defense, that is very much true. Parents need to spend more quality time so they can learn their children, because you got a lot of street runners and hanging out and moving too fast. Then you got a lot of moms that's full time going to work up and down, and they work the hours their kids are in school. So when they come home, it's bedtime, they rest, and they only see them on the days off, and they might want to relax or do something. So you have different struggles.
Well, that's not the only reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not saying like that. I wasn't saying it in that sense. It's in another way from actually having to put your hands on your kid is what I'm saying.
Like speaking to
if
them.
You have that time and have
learning
spending time with your
different
kid.
forms of discipline.
Exactly.
It sounds
because
like
some people learn different ways. Like Kaya said, she don't. Like I said, I don't.
Like when she
I
said
never had
white
to get,
America, I don't agree. White America, because they be surprised we see white people hit their kids in public, but and then we be like, oh, they need to whoop their kids. So I don't think it's a color.
Well, you know,
It's not a color thing.
there's definitely levels to this shit, because you have black Americans, you have African Americans that
well, you know,
that
it's
has
not
different
necessarily
forms.
a color thing, but I think that predominantly black people, we know, like you got iron rods.
There's definitely different forms of discipline inside the black community.
Don't you think that comes from
Queen King Kai was saying over here.
You gotta respect the vibe.
Like Queen King Kai was saying over here, that I remember you speaking one time before that you was raised and disciplined in a different form. Mm-hmm. You know, you didn't get any ass whoopings.
Right, because I love my Snickers. And if mama took away my Snickers, you know what I'm saying?
It was just as worse as an ass whooping.
Exactly. That part.
She's talking to Kai, not Nikki, because
She's like, what?
Yeah, I was definitely raised in what the urban community would call like white society, in the upper class community, and
they whoop ass too.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said that is levels
came from
to
wealth,
this shit.
And my dad was the humble side. He can sit us down to the table and look at us and give us that one look, Liddy. You remember?
They don't have anything to do with it, because you also got those white Americans. You got those white Americans that was raised on the trailer park that whooped their ass.
He would talk to us and
they got their ass whooped.
And we learned that patience from my dad. Now my mom didn't play. My mom and my Aunt Carolyn, Lisa. They did not play the radio with us.
Well, there was a lot of ass. I just want you to know that there was a lot of ass whoopings going on in the Gables as well.
No way I
they got their ass whooping in the Gables as well.
I don't act like that at all. You know I act like that.
They got their ass whooping in the Gables, honey. They just took away their
putting on
cars.
for this camera right now.
Like, you won't drive this BMW today.
Look at
no,
she
sir.
take it off. Wait a second.
You won't drive this BMW.
What BMW? Do you have the Toyota?
I think it's a malfunction with this wig.
Do you have the Toyota or the Honda still? Because I didn't know you got a BM now. You have a BM?
I have an S-Class.
Hello. Oh,
hello.
Oh, the stimulus came early.
I'm disturbed. I'm just
my stimulus came early.
So Kai, what do you feel like? No, and then I want to ask our special guest to chime in, because she's definitely a parent. What do you feel like they're missing in this generation? Like, what do you feel like parents need to put more into their kids on to see a change in their actions?
I feel like they just need to do more activities with kids. I mean, I can really just say that, only speaking from being like a behavioral therapist. I just feel like a lot of the kids are just wanting attention so much.
That's
so they're
true.
seeking other ways to find that attention.
True.
So why can't it be
and
you?
I feel like parents on this day use their electronics, like we mentioned in the previous episode talking on parenting. They use that as their support system, when it can be a good thing because we're centered around technology in this generation, but at the same time it's pulling away from the other important intellectual things that our kids need to learn, literature and reading and different things.
If the parents fall into,
they might know how to work the electronics.
The problem is,
Lisa,
I noticed that. I noticed that you always mention that. But if it goes to that, that means that the parent falls victim too of social media and electronics. That they throw it off on the children.
I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like
Jane,
I'm
please
guilty,
speak, baby.
Because a lot of what I do is online, so I'm online a lot. And, kids, they pay attention to that. And like she was saying, as far as, like, activities and stuff like that, I could do more of that to, like, because I do feel like the kids need censorship. That's what we really need.
Yeah.
But the way that this society is going, like, I feel like I don't know what their intentions are, because I don't know if y'all see, like, you know, the little, I don't want to get into like that topic, but the little,
We
you
know
know,
Cap.
equal pedophilia rights and all this crazy stuff. It's like, why are y'all not censoring TikTok and all this stuff that these kids are on?
With
Like,
the adults, it's supposed
like
to be a
the
children's
online
app.
is parenting them.
Yeah.
So
Why
once I
isn't
come
the
to my daughter and
parenting
say something, she
monitoring?
act like she know everything.
Why aren't the parenting? Why aren't
she
the
know
parents
I think
monitoring
as parents,
their
we
child?
have to limit our children's time on these devices because it's easy now. It's more getting taken advantage of due to quarantine because it's definitely something that's great that keeps them occupied, keeps them keeps them social distance, and still has that social life. It keeps them entertained and occupied. But what's happening
At the same
is
time,
we have to give them breaks and
at the
take
same
them on and
time,
off.
between time, you still have on cable TV, you still have those apps, you still have those channels that allows you to put in codes for those children not to access certain things.
They do. They
So
have the parents in control.
It's up to the parents.
And see what my youngest daughter tries to manipulate. One of my youngest niece. And when she comes around, she tries to get me to log her into
You see? Perfect
an
example.
adult Gmail account, so I don't be on the Gmail that was made for her account. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she wants me to log in on adult so she can get on the YouTube. But when you create the children's account and notify them that they're under 18, it restricts all
That's right.
provocative. So
That's
YouTube
right.
is doing their job. We have to do our job as parents.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? And put the extra parenting
That's
locks
right.
and security codes. And
That's why
it alerts your email, your phone, whatever they're even viewing. You can look back and search
When they
and
try
see
to do it
everything.
without your consent, you get an alert.
Yeah.
That's why I say that the parents fall victim too of the access that social media is giving them.
Yeah.
And
To
it
say,
goes back
okay,
to-
he'll go
it
because
goes
I don't
back-
feel like being bothered.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
And
saying?
that got to be
Exactly.
cut down for
So
sure.
when you allow things like that,
And then-
you
and
get
that's
responses like the
And,
response that you got from your daughter.
Let
you
me
get
cut
responses
you
like
off
that.
real quick, Liddy Lee. You're kind of lit.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the alarm. And not the sound alarm.
Not as
Well,
real as I
let
could
me
be,
cut
though.
you off real quick, but it goes back to what Kai was saying about spending time is definitely key. Creating a time schedule.
Yes.
It may
Yeah.
seem
Yes.
lame,
I'ma do that.
but it builds structure.
That's
where
right.
You know, and they know this is your time, and you're committed because sometimes we get caught up with life and we don't have time. But if you make that time and commit that Saturday or that Friday, even if it's a
That's
Monday
right.
evening, it's movie and popcorn, something that costs us $5 to go to Dollar Tree, get some packs or some anywhere and get cheap popcorn.
The real Lily Lisa caught me
affordable.
live full in fact. The real Lily
Fun.
Lisa caught me live full in fact last week with my goddaughters. I took them on a little shopping spree.
Oh, really? I heard about that.
Yeah, you caught me live full in fact at 5 and below.
Oh, it was
It's supposed to have been a sleepover. Supposed to have been a mermaid sleepover. But I thought it would be irresponsible for me as a godparent to host an event like that during a pandemic, knowing that children are getting sick.
Right.
So I canceled the sleepover, but I still agreed to do something that was related.
quality time.
Quality time. So I said, you know what? We still gonna do something that was on the list for the weekend. So they chose to do the shopping spree. I took them to 5 and below, and they told me, they said, God,
And they ran you crazy,
they ran me crazy. First, I had never heard of 5 and below. They tricked me. They said, God, they changed the store name to 10 and below.
No,
That's
it's 5 and
disturbing.
beyond that. It's
Yeah,
5
so
and
I'm
beyond
thinking
now.
Cut it out.
So I'm thinking that it's 10 below, but it was that time. That's what parents are missing with their children. Those kids enjoyed that.
Our parents
Yeah.
are
I turned that
missing
into
Some
I turned that
parents
into
are
the
buying their
event.
kids
Yeah.
too
I
much
turned it
stuff.
into an activity. Hold on. I turned it into an event. I turned it into an activity. I said, okay, I'm gonna get all y'all $10 a piece. Y'all got 10 minutes. No buggy. No basket. No buggy, no basket. And they enjoyed it. They went crazy
I think
in the
some
store.
of those girls that spend their hair money on themselves and don't put money into their children need to hear that. Take time and spend money. But some of these generation issues is these kids got too much necessities, too many things. We buy them stuff without even
Definitely.
thinking twice.
because they don't want to
They
be
have
bothered.
access
It's
to
easy for the
everything.
parents to say,
My
okay,
kids-
here.
My kids get slick, and I still walk in the store and forgot they were on punishment and buy them stuff and doing.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be on punishment. They hit an ice cream truck because it's something to eat. I'm gonna get me something. I just got mouth water. I forget because I'm caught up. So it's just about self-discipline. Every
sure.
parent isn't lacking. Some parents just don't know. And it took me a long time. It took me to start working at the group homes to catch on. I came out of high school working at the group home. That was my first job.
It's
But it took
definitely
me
a
to become
malfunction.
a parent to realize, and then going back into that nursing field, going to the prison, working different jobs to build that structure in the home and apply, because you think it's just needed in the workplace. But that same discipline applies at home, because this generation is buying their children too much stuff to keep up with the Jones, to keep up with the neighbors, till they're getting spoiled so much, and they're not redirecting the children and taking away. Right
Parents
now,
have to
some
take
kids-
responsibility
Some parents,
for
let
their
me finish.
actions.
Some parents need to take away because we're giving, and they're not appreciating the value of $1. They don't. Some kids don't know how to count. As a business owner, I get my kids able to see me make money, so they know what it is to take it to get the money.
The
So
thing
as they
is, the
spend it,
problem
they're learning how I'm getting it.
the problem is,
with my kids.
if you start off like that, and then all of a sudden out the blue, you know, your child start to be towards you and being disrespectful. Now you want to start doing things in the proper form. You have to start off grounded from the beginning, so they
You're gonna
know.
really have some problems. It's never too late. I don't like to say that only because it's never too late to
It's never too-
redirect
it's ne-
yourself.
yeah, it's never
but
too
it's
late.
gonna be
Never.
definitely gonna be
It's
a
gonna be
lot
a
And then
struggle.
you
It's
have to
definitely gonna be
understand,
hard.
Jane, you're a parent, and how old are your kids?
My daughter's 6 and my son is 3.
Oh, so they're still young. They're
Yeah,
still little
babies.
ones.
Yeah,
but
so
as
this
they
is how they're molded.
As they're growing, you realize the difference in the personality in the different ages. Like 2 kids,
Yeah.
you notice one child does things different from the other child.
Definitely.
Like when you had your first child, which is
My daughter was super advanced. Like, she just took off, like, with everything, walking, talking, everything.
And I
My
heard
son is a
boys-
little bit slower. Like, now he's just now starting to, like, talk.
and it's
all
not
this.
even necessarily like he's genetically slow. And that's sometimes
No.
but I want to break that down for viewers. It's knowing your child, because when you're a new parent, you get frustrated, you get worried trying to figure out your kids, and you notice, okay, that child, boys are naturally learn
Girls
slower than
are more
girls.
advanced, period.
More advanced. And then when you learn, but when you're a new mom, sometimes you don't understand that. You're like, okay, why he haven't did that yet? My girl moved quicker. And that's how you learn as a parent. And as they get older, as a parent, you feel like the personalities change, right?
Definitely. I feel like they personality start showing around like 2-3 years old, because now he just now like he's getting like to his terrible twos, but he 3. I'm just like, oh, okay.
And I
now you're
feel-
showing up to the party.
And I feel
But
like
yeah.
as a parent, kids start getting slick as little as 2, 3. They get slick with you as
Oh my
soon as
God.
they learn
My
how to
daughter
talk.
was getting slick before
That
she
be their
even knew
first-
how to talk. She was just moving. She's been like this since she came out.
I
She
feel
was
like the
moving her
kids
head
are
and,
definitely
like,
mimicking something, though. That's why we gotta watch
Definitely.
What
who
we
they're
do.
around, what
Yeah.
we're doing, what they're watching, because they're just mimickers. They're little sponges. They're
gonna-
picking up on
everything
things.
we
So
do.
that little person was molded into that
Yeah.
little person.
That part.
Yeah.
That's what they. And sometimes kids what they say, like going spiritually, we're born into sin. We don't know. We're our kids' first teachers, so they're gonna bust out and say, like, people think it's funny to get a baby sticking up their middle finger.
No.
That's
You know what I'm
not
saying?
cute.
But of course, that baby doesn't know it's sticking up their middle finger. It's just them doing what they might have saw. They have no clue, and I think that's so inappropriate, and ignorant when you know
don't
as
like
adult, but that you think it's funny because the child don't know.
It's
And
funny you just said, because I wrote a
It's
thing
not
down about how parents are kind of using their kids as props, like
Yeah,
for
to
social
be
media
ignorant.
and stuff,
Yeah.
and now making them curse like that is cute, or making
not
them
cute.
pop it and
Yeah.
like dancing all gyrating,
And
and,
make-
wearing
like they
them
look-
wear like these swimsuits, 2
Hoochie.
pieces on a kid,
I don't
like
like
really
that.
then you wonder why your
Unless-
child is acting grown, like
unless
they're
it's
like,
You
grown.
ever seen them
Purses,
like the
bills.
girl
Unless
be
it's a,
dancing and they'll be like throwing like it'll be a birthday party
Video
they throwing
taping
money
a
at the little
kid.
girl.
I
I'm
don't
just
like them
yo,
filming them
what
little
are y'all
girls like
doing?
dancing real hoochie to the ground like grown
or
up,
like putting the
video
girls and
vixen.
boys together to dance. What are y'all doing?
And then I feel like
Why
to a
would you-
degree it's okay, because when you see to a degree, when you see the grown ups dancing and booty shaking, you're like, okay, leave that for the kids. So it's like, one point, what limit? So it's like you got to know your kids' limits and see if they into things, and talk to them, because if they into dance, you see they into it, put them in some constructive dance.
yes,
Let
they're
them
molded.
learn so they don't pick up just what they're seeing in the videos. Letting them see that there's other techniques and forms and ways they can go at it, because we can't be so judgmental, because our children are gonna learn, they're gonna explore, they're gonna pick up things in the world. That's why
Yeah.
we have to take time out, like Kai was saying, and spend with them and talk to them, because key thing is talking, because it's gonna get to a point, your children are still young, mine's a little older, where their attitude is gonna change when they go through puberty. They're gonna talk
It
back.
really goes back to what Queen King Kai was saying earlier, patience. The parent has to have patience. It takes. I'm not a parent.
Did you have a lot of patience with them kids? Because when I put up on you,
I have to have it because
Did you have a lot of patience with those kids?
Mentally, I had to prepare myself.
Yeah.
Mentally, I had already prepared myself.
Out.
Mentally, I had already prepared myself a week in advance to prepare myself. But I'm sure.
But did it go as planned? Because parenting is never. When
Perfect,
they say
right.
parenting, you can't plan a perfect. Oh, I want my child because the best raised children.
I'm not speaking in that form.
I'm just gonna speak, but you can raise your children to the best degree ability, and they still rebel and don't be what you anticipated them to be.
But that's what. But see, as a parent, when that child goes astray, then you have to be comfortable knowing that you did your best ability.
Yeah.
As far as you can,
Yes.
you can't blame yourself. And see, a lot of these kids, they blame their parents because they feel like their mother wasn't the best mother. You feel what I'm saying? And then they have reasons to believe that. And looking at that parent, when that parent is all fucked up, I have every reason to believe that child.
I feel like it goes back to like people being individuals. A lot of people are searching for what they were missing. So now you start raising your child the way you felt like you should have been raised.
I spoke with a lot of other parents.
It should be like that.
When we were
that's the way it should be.
At one point, I spoke on the subject.
No, that's not how it should be.
It shouldn't be.
No.
You shouldn't be.
What I mean
like
is raise them better.
Speak. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I said. It should.
And
that's
then
the way it
biggest
should be.
struggle as any parent is resenting the things that their parent did wrong because you
Exactly.
realize those were your strengths to see the mistakes your parent made, so it makes you better.
That's right.
And when I talk to other parents that we're all familiar, you know who I kick it with, and they spoke on things we grew up with that they felt like, okay, you might have thought I came from a great home or this and that, and you might have came. There's things from the hood that I like that was going on that I would have took to my upbringing home, and there's things from the upbringing home that I would have took to my hood. Like there's no perfect home. There's no perfect way to raise a child. There's no perfect way time. You know, there's a perfect time to plan for a child and prep, but when you get into parenting, it never goes as planned. And when you try to outbeat your parents and realize to love them for the mistakes they made because it made you who
but hold
you
on,
are.
that's because
I don't know adult that I don't know parents that
we can skip the whole chapter.
No, we're talking about
We
like
just
you're
skip-
saying
we-
that some
no,
people
we
look.
skipped
You're
the whole
saying
chapter.
that parents.
No, because
look, what were you saying?
So what do we skip? What did we
did
skip?
skip a whole chapter.
You
but
were saying
we
what
were
parents
speaking.
that
Let us say what we were skipping.
Yeah, we skipped the whole chapter because we was first speaking on how redirected and what parents should do and what they can do. And I was saying
You're
that
speaking from unparenting point of view, so I was speaking
Right.
from other parents.
yeah, and then we
points of
never
view.
got that completely out there.
Okay, what are you
yeah.
saying? You're speaking from a person that
I'm
has
not-
experience in parenting with children. So I'm speaking from when I talk
I'm
to other
speaking
people
from
about
a-
the show, their opinion on parenting. That
I'm
there's no
speaking as a-
perfect way to
I'm-
do it. When
I'm-
you're a parent and you're a parent yourself, you can say, "Oh, I'm never gonna whoop my kids." So we used to get ass
That's
whooping.
not what I'm
I say I'm
saying.
never whooping my kids, but when they act up, you gonna go ahead and tear that ass
I was
up.
speaking on. I was speaking
know
on.
some bougie
I was speaking
people.
on patience. I was speaking on.
I know some bougie people that's
Oh,
gonna get hood. That's gonna get hood because you have to.
Nikki
be,
Love. I never heard you
You
talk
have to
this
be
much
mindful.
before.
You have to be mindful when you're not a parent on when you judge parents in their parenting skills.
I'm not, and you're attacking me right now.
Because you had said something about white community earlier, and I wanted to correct you.
You going all the way back to
white
chapter 1, we on chapter 4.
whoops their kids too. Black
And then I
community-
said that.
But
and
me, I don't whoop my kids. My technique, my sister, I need to whoop their ass more, right, Keita?
and I said
so, but
that.
I'm gonna defend for the people that do whoop their children because
I was
there's nothing
saying,
wrong
I was
with disciplining
speaking.
your children.
I was speaking, and
Nothing
then
wrong.
and I
There's
was
nothing
speaking,
wrong with it.
I
So when you don't
said-
have kids, you don't understand when parents discipline their children
I
a certain
said.
way.
I said.
Well,
I
what's
said,
your take, Kaya?
I said we was always speaking on the enjoyment that I enjoyed from taking my goddaughters out. And I enjoyed that. And I said, if parents can adopt it, I said parents need to have patience. And I prepared myself in a week in
you
advance.
looked very impatient when I pulled up on you. I was on the phone with Keita when I saw you.
I was so.
You looked so frustrated. I was
because they was trying
you
to.
needed my help, didn't you? Y'all was supposed to
no,
come
I
with you.
I
You
had
didn't
my
even
lady
call.
friend there. Because I was looking because they had already turned 5 below to 10 below. They was trying to.
And they
give me-
ran your budget up, didn't you? Wasn't planning for
No,
that. That
there
was
was-
unexpected, right?
But I was financially
That's what
prepared.
kids do. They get you to the register and they throw stuff on the counter and ask you for it. And if you soft, you gonna just buy it for them, knowing they were hard headed earlier.
No, my goddaughters completely deserve this. School has been out for a long time. They have not been in school and they have not been involved in anything. And as a godparent, I wanted to get involved and do something with them.
That was awesome. You're gonna be blessed.
Yes.
Tenfold.
So all I'm saying is, as a parent, we spoke on patience. I went back to Keita, saying that you have to have.
Well, I'm Queen
patience.
King Kai, so I don't even know
Queen
who
King.
you.
Look, I'm a student. I'm a student to this conversation.
I said that.
I'm
I
a
said,
student.
Queen King Kai said it goes back to patience. You have to have patience with these kids, even though.
I think when you don't have kids, it's easy to say have patience.
I'm telling you.
Exactly. Speak up, please. I'm on the fence. I'm the type.
You could say that.
I'm the type. I yell all day
I
and
just
don't whoop their ass.
I don't want the scrutiny.
I
I
yell
don't
a
want the
lot. I
scrutiny
don't
to
whoop
think
their
that
ass.
I am attacking.
But-
I'm not attacking.
No, but as a parent,
parents.
speak up for parents because you're a parent.
When you wake up to screaming or piss or shit.
Are things they did they ain't
First of
supposed to
all,
do. And your kids
listen,
are babies.
You can say that all day, but when you in it, I'm hungry. Oh, he hit me. Listen, it's not that much patience in the world.
That's why you
Like,
can't sit back and be looking.
It's hard. It's hard.
It is hard.
You're right. What you're saying is right.
I don't
but
think I'm
it's
saying
easier
anything
said than
wrong.
done, like for real.
It's not that child's fault that child is hungry.
It's not their fault. I didn't say it was their fault.
Yeah.
They're kids.
So you got to have
But
a little
listen,
patience.
But you have to redirect the children and let them know who's in charge because you have
Yeah.
parents that children's run over them.
That's
and
why
they tell
and
you
it
what
goes-
they're gonna do.
It goes
And
back to
you
not
have to
being
get-
your child friend.
Yeah, you cannot.
You can't be their
You
friend.
can't be. You can't be.
That's my whole point.
You can't
When
be.
you mentioned earlier, we said when we spoke about it a couple of episodes ago, well, it goes back to that structure. It goes back to that structure. Well, the way I was raised was, entertainment was, we're gonna go to the marathon, the AIDS marathon. We had to
AIDS
walk.
marathon.
Yeah,
You took the
the
children.
March of Dimes.
You took
The March
kids
of
to the
Dimes
AIDS
Day.
marathon.
March of Dimes.
That's something.
That was our entertainment.
I wouldn't take my children to that type of marathon. I'd probably take them to like a cancer marathon where they're riding bikes.
Well,
or
whatever.
something.
We went to-
I
they
mean,
took us-
I don't have nothing against that, but that's what
All
be
of
my
that is
forte.
all of that is a part. March
I
of
wouldn't take
Dimes is
them there.
affiliated.
You might catch
Mar-
it, boy.
Like-
March
Yeah,
of Dimes. For the ones who don't know, March of Dimes is affiliated with all marathons, AIDS, breast cancer. That was our
You saying that's
entertainment.
what you did when you were a kid? Are you
That was the way that was the way the parents. That was our entertainment.
Well, I take my children.
That was our entertainment.
I
And
take
they
my
made us
children like
feel.
boat ride. I take my
It-
children on adventurous stuff, things they remember, like going
You
to
think
the
we don't remember
going to the
nothing like
Everglades.
that?
No, like when you take the things I remember are moments that were spent that it wasn't necessarily a picture took in. Like we got Facebook them are every memory. My sister tell me not to live in the moment so much with social media.
All I'm
worry about
saying
taking
is
pictures
you can do
because
things
the
that's
best-
cost effective. That's
Huh?
cost effective.
Because
You can
the
do
best-
things. You can do things with
the
your
best
children
moments
that are
are
cost
spent-
effective. Now you can go to Disney World and spend $1,500, or you can create an event that's cost effective that it will still enjoy. My godchildren had a time of their life and it costed me $30 motherfucking dollars. You feel what I'm saying? Cost effective.
That sound like for people who won't take their kids nowhere. Look,
Not
Five
necessarily,
and below.
because it's so easy to
yeah,
entertain
some
a
people
kid. It
don't
really
understand
is.
that. You can
You ain't
entertain
gotta
your kids
spend-
in the
you
house.
can spend
$0.
You can exactly
Yes.
get some popcorn, turn on a movie, lay in the
I
bed.
have movie
Food
night.
stamps.
Game-
I
and
have
food stamps all
movie
day.
night.
Period.
I have
Yeah.
movie night. My projector screen turned my whole living room wall to 120-inch screen. And I go to Family
I
Dollar
bet
Honey
you
and I
you're
get the movie theater
awesome.
butter
I'm
popcorn. And you can't tell them little churn nothing with some gummy worms.
All you gotta do is be. It's not even about spending money. I
It's
mean, I
about-
see people like buying their child this, Gucci this. Those are kids.
They don't care about labels. They want light up shoes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They want you to spend time
They
with
do.
them.
If you
Just
do
sit
that
and watch
early,
the
if you
movie with
start that
them.
Gucci shit early, by the time they
I'm
get
definitely-
18,
They'll be like
19,
you.
that's what they expect for these
They'll be
niggas to
like
get.
you,
They
and
want
they
these
will-
bags.
No, I'm not saying it's bad.
No, they'll be like
I'm
you.
just
You say
saying,
you spoiled.
that's not what
you,
they
didn't-
need.
You got mad when they made you wear the light up shoes.
It's not time for that.
That's the problem. You didn't appreciate other things. There was other things you could have got than those expensive things.
There wasn't
You said
expensive.
you had attention. Your punishment was to take material things away. Your punishment is that they took material things away, and
I'll
you didn't
be
appreciate.
39 years old
But you know
September
what?
9th
I
and
have
never got
I have
asked
a god brother, and he know, if he's viewing, I'm gonna speak on him real quick before we jump into entrepreneur entrees. He was spoiled like that. His mom made sure he had all the top quality things. And he didn't appreciate the value of money till he made sure he had those same top quality things. He had nothing in his home. He didn't pay his bills on time. The important material things that they sport their head with was more important than them having things that they should have had in their home. And he thinks it didn't matter because he don't have kids. Oh, all I got to worry about myself. But there was things, the bill that you should know that's more important than the material clothes and stuff you wear. You know,
how much time we got? We want to take some callers.
He was so spoiled, so he did not pay his bills. He did do things that was important.
If we got enough time, I would like to take some callers.
He wanted shoes. He's a shoe sneakerhead. He'll buy shoes. He'll buy whatever because his mom was a county where she spent big money on his image, and he felt like that was more important than having.
I feel like whatever every child, because as a child, you're gonna always feel a lack of something. If you gave your kids so much money and so many things, electronics and shoes and all this stuff, that kid's gonna feel like, dang, my parents were never there. Then the kids whose parents were always there but couldn't afford to give them everything, they were like, dang, I wish I could have had shoes. You're always going to feel a certain type of way.
You're going to always feel that way until they get an adult and they understand.
Until you get older and you understand.
And when you have your own kids, you won't understand a person that's raising a kid.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This your girl Lily Lisa. We lit in this bitch. It's no cap Miami.
Because my kids don't understand. They ain't take no vacation
no cap
for the
Miami. We're going to take some phone calls right now. We're going to take some phone calls right now. Yeah, we taking phone calls.
We have a few minutes left.
We sure that
somebody's on the phone.
Postman already said that. That's the time up there. So if listen, y'all chime in. If y'all got something to say about what's going on with our youth today, it's an open discussion.
Somebody on the phone?
They done hung up. Caller, are you there? Caller? Damn.
I can't. All I heard
scream. Somebody's on the phone?
Yeah, I had a phone call.
They was on the phone because it threw me off. It's up. Okay, they on the phone.
Can I call back? Can I call back?
My thing is, it ain't all about taking trips too, because for the first time, this is the first summer my kids ain't take no trip. We always take trips, spend big money. We're moving towards bigger levels, and they think wealthy people is not all about flashy clothes.
We're calling the caller back.
Wealthy people are about, we go shopping when we need new jeans for the season. The weather changed and we'll buy jackets.
It's definitely.
They don't buy new outfits to go on every scene.
It's an
you know what I'm saying? So I feel like my sacrifice this year is upgrading our home. So, you know.
I think we got the call on the line.
The caller's not there. We're talking about things. People need to value when they come to parenting. Quality time is important too, but when you're not spending that quality time, you need to know what teaching your children the responsibility of their finances and other stuff is more important than just buying and spending and hanging out what people think is important. You know what I'm saying?
What time is it? Because I don't think we don't have time.
Jumping into the segment because we're recording. We're going to skip the caller and go ahead and hop into Entrepreneur Entrees. You Lady Lisa.
Entrepreneur Entrees 15 minutes.
And we have the cards.
37 minutes. Okay. Well, we missed that because Nikki Love just went over. I'm really proud of Nikki Love over there today. She really came out her shell.
We're gonna play a little game.
Can you play the Can you hit the?
We're gonna play a little game.
My friend Nikki Love.
Booyah! Ain't another that can
she really came out her shell.
She got a little Lily in her blood
over there.
I get it from a mama unlimited.
This is my segment. One time.
One time. I can do it one time.
See, can't nobody do her job. No. Can't nobody do her job. No. You doing too much. No. Take this away, please. No. I'm sorry.
I said we played the cards before.
All right. So this is the part where my co-host right here, Keita Love, she does her little segment right here with the cards. I'm sorry, but my wig is really. I'm sorry. It's not,
usually on
this
point.
Is not a wig. This is a sew-in.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. You are today. When you find,
I'm giving you Marge.
When you find Little Lisa, tell her to come in the building.
Okay,
we're gonna jump in. If we have some relationship cards, and I'm gonna read the card, and y'all give me what y'all thoughts is. Your soulmate lives a long distance from you and got offered a high-paying job. Now he and she wants to quit. He or she wants you to quit your low-paying dream job to move in. Do you?
I really feel like that these are low self-esteem questions.
Oh my God!
Woo!
So the card is asking.
That's for people who don't have spouses. They wouldn't know. They couldn't relate when they've
Right,
ever been in a
every year
long-term
it's like-
relationship.
It's like
That's
really
true.
like
you ever had a
You couldn't
long-term
relate.
loved one that you've
every
been madly
card,
in love with?
every time one of these cards are read,
Somebody
it
answer.
just sounds like a card that's for somebody that need validation.
That is not
these are
true.
for-
That's actually a real life situation.
I'm a lover of all lovers, and I love and spreading love. And
So you would need that answer.
so I wouldn't need it, but let's talk about it. I think it's a hot topic.
I think it's a great question only because a lot of people can find themselves in that situation. You're in a relationship with somebody. One person's job is paying more and it asks them to relocate. Do you relocate because you're in love with that person? You quit your job, whatever you got going on, leave your friends and family behind to follow the person that you're trying to commit your life to.
No, now we switching back roles, and my Queen King Kai again. Let me take the. Oh, honey, let me.
Come on. You couldn't
This your
cover.
girl / boy Queen King Kai. I'm in the building. Down the motherfucking jokes.
Talk to me.
Oh no.
This is see. Testing 1 2 1 2. Repeat the question. Oh, Marge, put her back in
If
the
you
bag.
ever been in love or had somebody that really loves you, not use you for money, not just dating you for validation, not just looking for somebody to kick you with and
My
sleep
little cheetah.
with.
My cheetah.
If you really ever had a soulmate and someone that really lived with you, shared bills, shared juice, shared everything with you, truly desire and loves you, and wants to lives long distance from you and got offered a high paying job, now he or she wants you to quit your low paying dream job to move in. Hell yeah, I'm gonna quit my low paying dream job because that might be a sign from God to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Let a man lead and you shall follow. If he ready to go on that next level with me, I'm gonna follow him and I'm gonna build that dream with him and go on to the next city and we're gonna take over.
I agree, but not without, because I've done that before. I was in college.
Hello.
And I dropped out of school to go be with a guy across the country to follow his dreams. 5 years later, I'm starting over again. So but I do not regret dropping out of school and going
It was
and
an experience
it was a
worth-
great experience that a lot of people are not fortunate enough to have. But I would say that I should have prepared for myself along that journey, been building towards
What do you
myself
think,
along that journey.
Yeah,
Still,
you can't stop.
What do you
Yeah,
think,
just stop and be a
Jane Doe?
housewife.
How do you feel about that question? Would you?
I'm like 1 foot in and 1 foot out because, like she's saying, like you don't know if that's gonna work out or not. You could be putting your dreams on hold for somebody else, and that is a no. That's
You
like
shouldn't
the
have to
worst
put
thing
your
you could do
dreams on hold.
because you'll be mad at yourself for that. But I mean, it could work out in your favor, but if
I
if
feel
you
like it all
do
depends
go,
on
you
how
have
serious.
to. That doesn't mean you stop working. You find a job over there. Like you don't ever just depend on
And
somebody
that
else.
says your soulmate lives. Your soulmate. So this is somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with. So this could be a big thing. So you have to try to
Yeah,
figure
don't
out
care.
that's what you,
You
want to
still
want.
need your own.
No
bag.
comment.
You need
What's
your
the next
own
card? She got
savings.
no
The
comment.
next card, because we
Next
got a few more
question.
minutes, so we hop into entrepreneur entrees. You and your partner are cuddled up on their couch. He or she, mom busts in with a key and without speaking starts cooking. What do you do?
yeah, that's you.
What do you do, Kaya? What
this is my question?
Because you spoiled.
Let me tell you something right now. Every female I ever been involved with know that my mom is the main old lady. She wifey all day. She can bust in and bitch, you got a problem, you get the fuck out. Cheat shit.
What?
What? Say that
Keep it
again.
1,000.
Also, if a bitch got a
She
problem
a
with your
mama's girl.
mama
Get the fuck
coming
out.
in, that's
And we live.
and your partner. Are
You get the fuck out.
He or
Repeat.
she mom's busts in without speaking.
We needed a ball.
What would you do if your spouse's mom jumps in? Because you're a mama's girl. If you feel that way, would you respect her mom? And when she came in and do that,
My mama is the ultimate bae. All motherfucking day. If you got a problem with my mama, bitch, it's a problem. You can go.
would you
Kid Rock.
respect
It's
your
not a problem
spouse?
with the mom though. It's like
Yeah, what are
it's
you
just
doing?
privacy. Like, what if
Yeah.
y'all was about to
Sorry,
get it
what are you
on? Like,
doing?
You know what
it
I'm saying?
just killed a little
You know,
vibe.
She
like,
just said that she just bust in and started
it's
cooking.
not like a problem with her.
But
I
that's
probably
not
didn't
it.
ask her. I've been asking her to cook these chitlins for the
no,
longest.
no, that's not the question.
I feel like the word
I'll
we're
be
ignoring.
I'll be like, is this how
We're
in your
ignoring.
mom's name or your name?
Thank you. We're ignoring
That's what
something
I'll
very
say.
important here.
That's what
Why
I'll
does
say.
mom? You're living on your phone, you're with a girl or you're with a guy, and your mom has a key to your apartment and walks in and starts cooking freely. She's not your maid, okay? That's your mom. So why you didn't hire her
If you ain't cooking,
like
if
the
you ain't
personal
cooking,
chef today, so why is she doing that? That
But
says a lot about you as an
depends on the
individual.
It depends on the
I'm
situation.
gonna really look at that nigga like,
It
yo,
depends on the
mama gotta
situation.
come over here and
'Cause
be
a lot of females don't cook
cooking
and don't
and-
know how to cook. I've been asking my mama
Without
for 2
asking
weeks
you.
to cook these chitlins, and she decided to
That's
pop
the
on the day
issue.
with a
I
bag
would
of
be concerned
chitlins.
too.
without calling.
I'ma
So
head
your mom
out.
could just walk to the door, unlock, walk in,
Unlock,
don't
and
speak to
she
you
got
and
them
nobody.
goddamn
What if y'all
chitlins,
booty
and
butt
she
naked
got
on
them
the couch?
chitlins.
Booty
and she
butt
got
naked
them
on the couch.
chitlins.
She just. It's
We
like
gonna
a
go in the
problem.
room like, mom, but okay, she got. I'm sorry.
That sounds like it's
I'm
mom's
talking about
house.
these
Right,
chitlins.
it sounds like it's mama's house.
I
Mom.
be
But
like,
she got
is
them
mom
chitlins.
panties? Is mom paying these bills? Or you?
Right. It sounds like mom's still
Mom
paying the
do-
bills.
They ain't no
But
worry about
my
that.
thing is, you're gonna. What if you miss out on the love of your life because just
You
a
can't
whole
get your
respect
mind
thing.
to
You
get
get me? Like,
And
I
I
understand the
experienced
mom.
that in a
I get
relationship.
it, the connection, but like
You have to
might
know
miss
when
out
to
on
cut the
something great
umbilical
because
cord.
just-
Yeah, do no goddamn umbilical cord.
it gotta
If
be
I've
a
been asking for
boundary. It gotta be
chitlins
a
all
boundary.
week, and she just happened to bust in on us on the couch on movie night, and she got a bag of chitlins.
I
I've
be
been asking for
like,
them
mom,
chitlins all
what you
week.
doing? I got company, and a
Chitlins
real
is
mom
nasty,
is
first
gonna
of
be
all.
like, oh my bad. A real mama gonna call you before you come.
Thank you.
Shoot a
And
text and say
she's
I'm
not
on the
gonna
way
walk
over
in
there.
and not announce herself.
Because if I
Some
came to my
moms
mama's
just
house
feel
like
like they
that,
ain't got
my
that
mama gonna
privilege.
cuss
That's a
me out.
problem.
With that being said, we gonna go ahead and hop on over in entrepreneur entrees because ain't
Do
nobody
that.
cooking over here at this table but these real bosses in Miami. We real hot, and we got a hot feature that's rocking with us. Jane Doe in the building. She just had a new hot release video that came out. When it dropped, Jay? Because I seen it on
The 15th it came out.
It came out on the 15th, real hot. I love it. It's called Dangerous, right? Go ahead and introduce yourself for our viewers and let them know who you is and what you rocking, how you eating.
My name is Jane Doe. I'm an artist out of Miami. I just dropped a video with Whitney Sanae featured on it. I love it so much. I'm really pushing it. It's like my main song right now. I'm in love with it. It's my baby.
Yeah, it's hot.
So with being an artist, it's a lot of like entrepreneurship that comes along with that. You basically got to be your own business. I
Invest
sell
in
merchandise,
yourself.
features. I do people's videos. I also write for people. Like, so whatever way, like, to get the bag, get the bag.
And how
Like,
long you been doing music?
my whole family does music, so it's been a part of my life forever. But taking it seriously, probably about the last 3 years
what's
as a business. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. And so who have you worked with so far?
Well, I don't know. Like, I work with Whitney Sanae a lot.
She's a
beautiful
she
voice.
raps and sings.
She sings like a freaking angel, like gorgeous. I work with an artist named Chemo. I don't really work. I work with. I used to be with Mob Life, Skeet Black.
Are you signed? Or are you an independent artist?
I'm an independent artist.
Okay. That's
Yeah. So I invest in myself. I fund myself. I don't really have. I have a couple people like rock with me, but I don't really have a team. I do a lot of
So
things
you
myself.
self-made. You
Yeah,
basically
like
that
graphics, flyers. I do everything myself. So.
part. That's hot. That's
what's
hot.
up.
Yeah.
So in the future, who do you really aspire to work with?
Kendrick Lamar,
Right.
Oh, okay.
Beyonce.
Right.
I feel like that's like up there. Who else? J. Cole. Those are like some of my favorite people.
And your sound, like who do you feel like inspires your sound?
I don't know. I'm like really eclectic. Like, I could really put out a whole rock album. Like, I have a lot of music I like, but I don't really know if I really sound like anybody. Maybe other people could tell
When you
me.
say rock,
Yeah. Like, I like all type of music. So I don't really have like anything that I'm like following, like,
okay, so you're not just hip hop and R&B.
no.
You can cross over.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's
sure.
up.
And
I
you're a
mean, that's
solo
nice.
artist? Have you ever been in a group before?
No, I don't know how that would even work out. No, I never been. I would like to try it, but I just don't see it going well. But
As far as like crossing over, who would you like to work with? As far as crossing over,
like band wise, I really like Paramore.
okay.
I like Maroon 5.
Oh, shut up. That's
Yeah,
throwback right there.
yeah. I don't
Okay.
know. I just like different types of music, like weird stuff. I even like EDM music, like
Okay.
you know, the rave music.
Right, I
I
love
like
rave
that. I like everything except like
So do
I
you
don't like
have an
that
album
yelling.
out? Or
like-
you just released a single, pretty much?
No, I'm just releasing singles right now. I'm trying to build my fan base before I put out like a full project.
Album.
Yeah.
Okay, that's hot. That's what's up. I see you.
my
Okay.
God.
And where you from? You from Miami?
Yes.
Born and raised here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Born and raised.
What side of town?
Well, I grew up in Brownsville, like
Shut up.
real ghetto, like by the train station in 5300s.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where I grew up at.
I
It's rough. Yeah,
I know
people
about
wouldn't know, like by the way
Brownsville.
I talk,
I
they'd be
know
like,
about
"What?"
Brownsville.
I'd be like, "Yeah,
and you know, surprisingly, Brownville's still open.
yeah."
They still got like. I was over there last week. I thought that shit was shut down. Like
Really?
like Scott's. I thought that shit was done with.
No.
But it ain't. They still got the
That
AC in the
same
window.
building
I
is
was like,
still
they still got
there.
the AC in the window. And they still live and in full effect. That's what's up. Go Brownswood.
So what can your followers, your fans, what can they find you at? Check you and follow you out. Look for your music. How can they?
Definitely on YouTube. You could type in Jane Doe Dangerous. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, everything. The same handle, Jane Doe, JANEDO0E.
With that being said, we thank you, Jane Doe, for coming out.
Thank you.
That hit is definitely hot, and I see you going places. You got greatness all over you. That was hot.
I definitely love that song. We're gonna have to collaborate. You know, I don't have to change the color of my wig. My lace front.
Don't be
cotton candy
desperate.
pink.
Don't
Maybe
be desperate to link up with everybody. The Lord gonna send you the right people to take
Listen,
that
I
level.
I just
Look.
learned
I
that
can do
lesson.
some
No
shit
cap.
now.
I just learned that lesson.
Oh, you are a
I'm
poet.
like-
But
yeah.
you're not a music artist.
I'm like, you know, I just
You
give
do
me another
poetry.
sheet of pet, honey, and we could just do this.
With that being said,
You know,
we
just
thank
add
you for
water
coming
and watch
out.
it grow.
And this is no cap. This is your girl, Nikita.
Lil Lisa, we live in effect.
I was.
And this your episode of Trading Places.
But this is no cap.
Guess
MIA.
who is who?
We're keeping it real in the county of Dade. Y'all make sure y'all tune in every
Stand up.
Tuesdays at 6:00.
In the building.
Cause we stay lit
Queen King
all day
Kai.
long. And Kai was covered for me, but to be honest, it ain't another that can cover.
It all went well. It all went
And y'all
well.
rocking with the livest podcast down south.
It all went
It's
well.
a wrap.
Ain't no competition. It's just love and fun.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished when I